Hello there. Thanks for stopping by Russ and Riggs today. We're out here at Nash Rambler International headquarters of Southern Utah. And, speaking of Nash Rambler vehicles, Tom, Dick, and Harry, and maybe Larry and Mo and a couple of you other fellers out there were asking about Ramble On. I get it. I understand why you've been asking. So thought I'd give you a little bit of a update, heads up on what's going on there. So I had a couple issues. While I was trying to upload some videos to the YouTubes, I went through 2 or 3 different laptops because I wasn't really having a great time getting the videos uploaded. They were taking like 372 hours for each 20-minute video to upload. So I finally, anyway, long story short, finally got a decent laptop that I can get the videos uploaded, yada, yada, yada. I know you guys don't care about that. But anyway, so in the process of uploading these videos or attempting to upload some of the videos, I actually lost quite a bit of videos of the Ramble On. It was very heartbreaking and really just kind of pissed me off, if I'm being perfectly honest. I was pretty angry about it. Anyway, so I do have a lot of video. I did take a lot of video footage of the Ramble On. I did do a lot of work on that thing, but I am not going to spoil the surprise. So like I said, I did a lot of work. I replaced the fuel tank, the entire fuel system, the starter, the fuel pump, the carburetor, replaced a lot of things. On the interior too, replaced a lot of things. I have not replaced the brake system, but I pretty much need to go through the entire brake system on that car. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil it, tell you whether we were able to get it started or not, but I will come back to the Ramble On here very shortly, and you'll be able to see for yourself whether I was able to get that thing started or not. Anyway, the reason why I'm out here today at Nash headquarters is not for the Ramble On. It is for the Camaro build, the 93 Z28. So as I mentioned in a previous video, having a little bit of issues with the motor that is in that car, and I do have a different motor for that car. Okay, I apologize. The wind is blowing 10,000 miles per hour. We're having I think a category 0.23 hurricane right now out here in windy southern Utah. And we're in a metal building, which does not help the sound of all the wind. But anyway, here is the motor, the LT1. This is out of a 1995 Camaro Z28. And this is the motor I was telling you about on that last video. And I believe it's under 90,000. I can't remember if it's like 75,000 or 90,000 or 85,000. Don't remember. So we are going to pick up this motor. We're going to bring it home with us. And I'm not going to tear it down completely, but we will, where this motor has been sitting for a long time, we will tear it down a little bit, clean it up, replace whatever we feel like it needs to be replaced. Then we're going to drop this motor in the 93 Z28. So the story behind this motor is my dad actually had a 95 Z28. His was also red, just like ours, and his wife at the time, she wrecked the car. absolutely demolished the car on the freeway one night. Anyway, pulled the motor out of the car because the motor was still excellent. It was in perfect condition, ran perfectly. So this motor has been sitting ever since then, and I think that was a good decade ago. So the motor's been sitting for probably 10 years, maybe even slightly more than 10 years. But anyway, I think we have a good motor in any case. Like I said, we're gonna clean it up, do whatever we need to do, and drop it back in the 93 Z28, and hopefully we'll be good to go at that point. Okay, so got this chained up. I didn't have a plate. I didn't bring a plate with me, so all I did was chain it around the motor mounts. Luckily the motor mounts are there. I don't see how anything could possibly go wrong with this setup. I think it's gonna go really, really smoothly. So you might wanna keep watching and see what happens. Fingers crossed I don't die, and the motor doesn't die. But, got it cleaned up. See if we can get her loaded. Loaded. Probably the easiest engine load onto a trailer I've ever had. No problems, no issues. Just went on smooth like butter, like silk. Super easy. Anyway, we got it on. Looks like a mess because it is a mess, but she's strapped down. She's not going to go anywhere. We're going to take her home, get her cleaned up, get her torn down a little bit, clean it up, get it ready to go. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned. Alright guys, if I'm being honest, today was an absolute disaster. I didn't plan very well, didn't bring the right equipment, and just, kind of made a mess of things. But the only thing that really matters, I got the engine loaded. I'm on my way back. I'm going to get the engine into the Camaro. It's going to be great. So I got it loaded like all the way to the very front of the trailer. I really did not want to do that. My Suburban's only a half ton, so totally squatting. I'm going to end up having to go super slow driving home. Just stopped to get me a burger at a little place in Kanab, Utah. Can't remember the name of this little burger spot, but it's kind of popular. They got decent burgers. So I'm going to stop and get me a burger. I'm starving. Took way longer than I planned. Took like 36 years or something. So, anyway, thanks for following along. And stay tuned for the updates on this motor and on the Camaro. Have a great day. Okay, we got it home. Now we just got to unload it off the trailer. Sure, the unload will be much easier than the load was. Camaro LT1 today. I'm just gonna start taking stuff off of it and then get it on the engine stand, and then I'll start cleaning it up. But first and foremost, like I said, I'm gonna start taking accessories and electrical and stuff like that off. Looks like on the alternator down here, looks like we got a bit of rust on all the pulleys, so that tells me it was sitting out at some point in the weather for a little bit. But I think hopefully we didn't get any water on the internals at all, but I'll pull the heads off and we'll be able to get a closer look and see how we turned out that way. But hopefully, I mean, it's not a lot of rust, it's just kind of a little bit of surface rust, so hopefully if it was in the weather, it was just for a short time, nothing got inside. Hopefully we don't have moisture inside, but tear it down and go from there. Alright, good morning guys. I got some of this torn down. Just wanted to get a good look at it. I'm going to replace some gaskets and some things. I'm still going to take the heads off. You may think this looks like a crime scene, but I can assure you it likely is not. Could be. I don't know. But let me just tell you a little bit about what I found. First of all, before I took the intake off, and ever since then, the gunk and the leaves, you can see some got down inside, but the gunk and the leaves and everything that was in here, I think this motor sat on a farm because it smells disgusting. My whole garage smells like a farm now. Not a good farm. A very, very bad, stinky farm. But you can see it took all the stuff off. I still got the starter dangling over there. Took the alternator off, took the AC compressor off. Power away, but it seems pretty good, and it looks pretty good inside. see you can see these push rods. I look straight. Right. A bunch of play in them. Inside, I don't have a bunch of gunk. I mean, I got dust and weeds and stuff, leaves, stuff like that kind of fell down in that I'm gonna have to vacuum out. But it looks pretty clean. It looks pretty solid. I think we're gonna have a good motor. Like I said, I'm still gonna pull the heads off and replace the head gaskets. But I'm excited. I'm stoked about this. I think I will keep you guys updated and show you more as I go. Watch it. Got it a little bit cleaned up, got it all torn down. You can see back here. Oh, look how clean that is. Stamp GM 5.7 LG. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see in these cylinder walls at all. Still got to clean. I'm not going to take the pistons and rods out or cam or anything like that, or camshaft. This is as far as I'm going to tear it down. Honestly, I probably, well, this is probably about as far as I should have torn it down. This motor, pretty good motor. Still got to clean it up a little bit. How clean it is in the galley. Here. I don't know if you guys can see it all, but there really are no scratches, no deep grooves. Turned it a little bit. You can actually still see some of the crosshatch in the cylinder walls. Came out pretty good. Yeah, I made a mess. Did spill some oil. There's that. Cylinder head, intake, starter motor. They look pretty good. I'm pretty excited. I think we got a good base. Anyway, so today, I was gonna say I ordered new head bolts, and I ordered all new gaskets. You can see I pulled the oil pan, so I need an oil pan gasket too. I ordered all those things. They don't come in till Monday. Today's Friday, so I'm actually just gonna, I think I'm gonna start tearing this apart today. So I'll take the alternator off. Intake. Actually, no, I probably won't take the intake off. Just disconnect. Really, I'm just gonna disconnect everything. I don't remember if I mentioned or not, but I think I did in a previous video. What I am going to do is, you can see how this motor is situated. Maybe you can't because of the sun, but you can see how the motor is situated so far back under the dash. You know, it's clear back there.
So I watched a ton of videos. I've never pulled one of these on a 4th gen Camaro. Read a ton of online threads. And I think what I'm going to do, I don't think it is what I'm going to do. I am going to go ahead, pull the motor from the bottom. So disconnect the frame, the subframe under the front of the Camaro. Disconnect the shock towers. Everything that's connected to the motor itself, to the block itself, cylinder heads, all the plumbing, all the wiring, everything like that. So I'll disconnect all of that, and then what I will do is come across here, and I'll pull it, I'll lift it basically from there as the motor itself and the subframe and the control arms, obviously, all that kind of stuff. As that is disconnected, you just lift the front of the car up. And you lift the front of the car extremely high. We're not talking 12 inches. We're talking a ways, my friends. We're lifting this sucker up high. So in order to be able to get the motor, the trans, everything pulled completely out, and to get the the subframe out. So hopefully that'll go well. Like I said, I watched a bunch of videos. It doesn't look too complicated. I think we can tackle it, and it should work out okay. But stay tuned. Stay tuned. You'll see more of that. I'll probably do that in a separate video. This video, I think I'm just gonna do, start tearing it down and getting everything ready to go. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. guys. So I've got the motor put back together pretty much as I'm going to put it back together for now. I'll put everything else back on the motor after I pull the other motor out, because I may actually end up pulling some stuff off of that motor to put on this motor, but it's pretty well built for the most part. Let me get you in here. There she is. Pretty well put back together. So this will be the end of this video. I'm gonna close it out here. So the next video, what I'll do is it'll just be a video of pulling the motor out of this car, and that'll be the next video. And then I'll do a third video of putting this motor back into the car. So that pretty much concludes it for this video. Obviously, I don't have it started yet. I don't even have the valve covers tightened down. I just put those on there just for now. They're just sitting there. Intake's all tightened down. Heads are tightened down. You know, I still need to put everything back on the front of the motor, and I'll do that. But really, this is, like I said, this is probably as far as I'm going to go until I have the other motor pulled out, and then we'll see, you know, what we're going to do there. What I mean by that is we'll see what I'm going to pull off of that other motor and put it on this motor. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you for following along on the LT1 build and the Camaro build. Really appreciate you taking time to look and see what we have going on over here. Please feel free to like, share, tag, and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Appreciate it. See you. Bye.